Sister City program, and it just gets better and better every year. And I think we have 7 kids going to Japan this year, and it's very exciting. I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, support the Sister City program.
I support that and the Sister City program.
18-karat sterling and reticulated silver. The symbol is water, Japanese symbol for water. Mizu, I believe. I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
In a minute, I will be really good.
What a wonderful evening, everybody coming together to support the Student Scholarship Fund. So many of these people have gone to Hanamaki and enjoyed the hospitality of our sister city and are so happy to be a part of making sure that these students have the same experience.
I'm very excited. And I get to see my host sister again and stay with her family, and it's amazing.
She went in 2011 and she's kept up with her host family. So she texted her host and said, "Hey, I'm coming back." And immediately they texted us and said, "Can you stay with us again?" And Mary Nielsen said that'd be fine. So she gets to go back and stay with the same family again.
Sushi, food of the gods.
You know the incredible Martha Smither?
We just really want the Mars Foundation, Dorothy particularly, Jane Howard Foundation, Beth Sanders with this glorious event place that she has. I don't know what we would do without these sponsors, because they basically provide all of the money, well, so much of the money that we need to send these kids. And these kids so desperately need to experience another culture. So once again, we are very indebted to Dorothy, to Jane Howard, Beth Sanders, and everybody who is involved. Thank you.
Tonight we are very honored to have the Hanamaki group from Japan coming to raise money to send the students to Japan. And it's such a pleasure for me at Gallery Central to host the party every time, and to also encourage the businesses of Downtown Arts District to work together and have functions that everybody gets to be together to support the arts.
Hi, Sister City program. Happy to be here.
Okay, Michael, look at this. Yippee! Glorious food.
Empty glass, empty bottle. Oh, you need a refill. Is that red or white?
White.
Fabulous event. Hello.
Hi.
This group is so wonderful. I'm so happy for these students who will be going to Hanamaki. Isn't it exciting?
Yes.
I want to go too.
Yes.
Everybody's attention, please. Hanamaki Waka Waki. Thank you for coming tonight. What a great evening. Thank you, Beth Sanders. What a fantastic place to have a fundraiser. If you haven't bought any art from Beth lately, she'll gladly sell you some tonight. My experience of going to Hanamaki changed my life, and I know many of you that have had the opportunity to go there have had your lives changed. We've got a student contingent leaving in June to change more lives, so it's an exciting program of exchange, ideas, culture. It's just fantastic. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Carla Mouton.
No, you're really not. You're turning it over to Mary Nielsen. And then it'll be my turn.
Okay, sorry. Mary Nielsen. Mary Nielsen.
Dawn kind of stole my thunder. I was supposed to welcome you all this evening.
Oh.
So I'm Mary Nielsen. I'm the executive director of the Sister City program, and we are celebrating 22 years of Sister City friendship with Hanamaki, Japan. Many of you who are here this evening have been to Hanamaki before, and if you haven't yet, just ask around, because it's an incredible experience, as Dawn said. And I'm very happy to work with such a great organization and so many volunteers. And now I will introduce the Sister City Foundation President, Carla Mouton.
Thank you. Thank you. I went to Hanamaki, I don't remember the year, I think it was 98 or 99, and I was a teacher that was able to get a scholarship and go, and it truly did change my life. And then I retired, and one of the things I found out that when you retire, you get phone calls. And Donna Kasparian called and said, "You have nothing to do, don't you want to do Sister City?" Well, it has become a passion. And it's because of my experience, it's because of seeing what happened to the children who have gone, and for the teachers who have gone, and for the citizens who have gone. So I just cannot say enough. If you've not had the opportunity, please avail yourself if you can. It is a life-changing experience. Anyway, I could go on and on. I won't. I have a few people I want to thank again, as Don did, Dorothy Morris. And the Morris Foundation, she has always been so generous to so many things, and she holds us near and dear, and we hold you near and dear. So thank you. J. Howard Foundation, I don't think Melanie is here now, but again, they are wonderful sponsors for this, and Kai, Melanie's son, is able to go this year, and we are just so thrilled because he, as in all of the students who will be going, will be such a great ambassador. And Beth Sanders. Beth. I mean, to be surrounded by such glorious art and for such a great cause. Thank you, thank you. I would introduce all of the foundation members, except I don't know who's here and who's not. So if you're a foundation member, just wave your hand. We've got some wonderful people on this board, and I don't know what we would do without them. Special couple I want to introduce, and then I will get back to Mary. Cliff and Christina. Is Christina here? Okay. Cliff Coleman. He is our, we tend to have physicians for life. He is our chaperone for life. If he ever says he can't do it, we'll die. Cliff and Christina have been going for 6 years now with the students. He works with them. He gets whatever talent they have, which usually is tremendous. They have performed musical pieces. They have danced. They have recited poetry. And it all comes from this amazing man who is able to bring things out of those kids that you cannot possibly imagine. And we don't even talk about it anymore. Cliff, you're going to go in June. Cliff, you're going to go in July. Cliff, you're going, that's it, no contest. And he just, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for coming. I'm going to turn it back over to Mary, because Mary is our wonderful Mary, as you all know. We definitely could not do it without her. One more thing, I lied. I have one more person. Steve Harrison, I know you love the but A&P Commission, Visit Hot Springs, a lifesaver. It was just a lifesaver, and I don't think we'd be here were it not for them. And I really love that.
And now we'll hear a little bit more about the reason we're here this evening, the students that make up the delegation. Cliff?
It's an amazing trip, and it's a life-changing trip. I'll give you just one, for instance. We took a young lady, because of your generosity, she needed more help than some other students, and we have to tailor based on need how much we give to each student. And this particular student had a lisp, and she could not speak well in English. But because of the way the Japanese language is configured, she speaks fluently in Japanese. It absolutely changed her personality from I can't to I can. The trip is an opportunity to remake yourself in your own eyes because you're 8,500 miles away from your parents. It's just you, and all of a sudden, everybody you see doesn't look like you. That experience alone would be scary, but for the generosity and compassion of the Japanese people. Their kindness is what I try to convey in our meetings. We meet 5 to 7 times before we go to talk about, as a group, what are we going to be, how are we going to behave in Japan? And the proverb I always use is, thou shalt not whine. It's just not allowed, because the Japanese don't do that when they come here, and we try to provide equal dignities to whatever they do, we do. So on the trip this year, Dylan Satelli is one of the people going. Emily Gentles. Emily, this is her second trip. She's the first student to go back a second time, but she's going now as a mentor, helping some of our other students. And Belle Nielsen. The things that you do when you contribute to this situation changes people's lives. It absolutely, they make themselves over in their own eyes, and as a result, when they come back, they have a different perspective, because when you're away and you look back, it's like being on the moon looking at the earth. It really changes the way you feel about everything. And the parents can attest to the fact that for at least a couple of weeks, they've got the greatest kids on earth when they come back. But it's a challenge, and you'll see me sometimes down at the convention auditorium walking around and walking up the steps. I'm practicing to walk up the 7 flights of steps at Higashi High School. So anyway, staying in shape is what I have to try to do, and as long as they allow me to, I'll be able to help develop these students. Each group has its own personality. This group was different from any group we ever had in that they're all techies. And so the thing they're providing is a video of each one, what's it, 20 seconds long or something like that, is going to be put together in a DVD. Isaac Schaefer is doing that, thanks to Kate and everybody. Greg.
Ultra techie.
Yeah, ultra techie. Anyway, because and then we're going to dub in Japanese what's going on. So that's not an original idea completely, because we did that with the Kenji Miyazawa DVD that we sent over there. But it fits this group. In the past, we've had concert pianists, we've had dancers, we've got a juggler, and we got an Elvis impersonator, but I don't know how much he's going to do. But in the past, we've had the Bieber kid. What's his name? Justin Bieber. We had a student that looked like him, and oh my goodness, the little Japanese girls were crawling up to the second floor. They were very un-Japanese in that situation. Anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming.
Emily Gentles, our student mentor this year, is going to share with us her talent and a few words from her experience.
went to Japan about 4 years ago, and I had the most amazing experience. And I stayed with my host sister, and we were pretty close after a week, but it wasn't until we exchanged email addresses, exchanged addresses, and we have been sending each other presents at birthdays, at Christmas, and just corresponding for the past 4 years. And I always dreamed that I would get to go back and meet her again and see her family. And she actually came to America and stayed with us 3 years ago. But when I found out that I was going back, I was ecstatic to even be able to see her again. But then I found out today that I will be able to stay with her family again, and it is an amazing thing. And they talked about the friendship that is between our city and theirs, and it really does build connections if you will make it happen. And I would just like to thank everyone that helps make this program happen, because it really is life-changing and it's wonderful.
Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you for your generosity, whether you're taking home a beautiful piece of jewelry, you're taking part in the dinners for 12, or you're going to drop a check on the bowl on the way out the door. But Dorothy, thank you so much for your generosity.
I love this crowd. It's wonderful.
It's the best one we've had.
Best one. And each year, we topped the year before. So I hope everybody joins me in leaving your check.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming tonight. Enjoy the company and the rest of the lovely evening. Thank you.
I will.
Well, we're planning the dinner for 12. It's going to be at her house. And we're going to have a very VIP executive group from this organization attending. It's going to be the event of the year.
And thank you for buying it. We're supporting Hanamaki, Sister City program.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, good.
Our children graduated together. Well, you need to lift your Bellini there.
Hey. Vinny Gargano. Belle Arti.
Thank you.
I would have done it no matter what. But a dinner for 12, I don't know 12 people.
It was a fantastic evening. The people were wonderful. The students were wonderful. And when you've got this type of atmosphere, anything is possible. And it showed tonight.
Decide which one. Which one would you do? Maybe this one.
Well, I'm going to show this to the guy that's taking the picture here. Okay, there you go. Look at that.
That is so beautiful in the light like that. That is really nice.
Not yet.
There she is. Lovely. She's so pretty.
I would have worn something a little more glamorous
Well,
if I...
but that's all right. It sets it off nice. It just
All
goes
right,
nice
good.
there right now. It's really lovely.
Her mother's scared to death all the time. She has her own podcast.
Okay, now do this. Oh, yeah. They're both good.
This was a wonderful night. Oh, it was the best night ever, and we had the most
people
attendance that we've ever had. And I hope that the funding will be even greater.
We love having it at your gallery.
Yeah, we appreciate you so much, Dorothy, and working with us downtown.
Yes,
And
yes.
the Arts District, and especially my gallery, and I love you very much.
Our gallery's the best.
The very best.
Here she is, boys.
What a wonderful evening. Everything was great. People who love and support the organization and are here to support the student scholarships. And just a great night. Can't beat it. Awesome. Yes. And I mean, Dorothy being here and everything Dorothy touches is golden. So The Jane Howard Foundation. Melanie wasn't here tonight, but we're so grateful to them and to Gallery Central for making this possible. It truly does change lives. Every child that goes on this trip, whether the last 7 years or this year, it changes their life forever, and everybody that they touch as well.
And the food and sake was great too.